Hello, everybody. As you can see, I'm in my kitchen. I've done these live streams before in my kitchen. So, don't I have a lot to share with us for this past week? Man, Monday I get stung by 10 bees. Tuesday sucked. Wednesday sucked. My hand wasn't feeling well where I got stung. So we had to visit the hospital, not hospital, our doctor's office a couple times. It's just been a very rough week. I don't know. Everything's going well, though. I'm back to normal and everything. I'm not allergic to bees. Everybody says, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks. Thanks for all the prayers. Aw, and the well wishes. Tear. So anyway, I'm with my sweet one in here right now, and she's listening. They can't hear a wave. You have to say something.
Hey.
But anyway, folks, I'm here, and it's time to talk and give you guys updates and just chat. Hope everybody's doing well out there. It's Saturday, July 13th, 2024. Whatever. A lot of people say, "Welcome, everyone." Stop. She's like, oh my. We got one person in the house tonight. Look at Sean Williams. I see you. I fixed everything, brother. I could see your name. Yay. Yay. You're in here. How you doing? It's such a blessing, dear. There's not a lot of people in here right now, just you. But I thank you dearly for being here to watch me, to hang out. Right on. Always. You've been an excellent support, by the way, sir. Just to let you know. So how you been? How's Chicago? Or whatever. Hope you're doing good, dear. That's good. Thank you. There's a lot of people I can't get a hold of to let them know. You probably have over 1,000 people you support. I don't know. And by the way, I do watch your videos when you post them. Usually on Facebook, not YouTube. So, how's your family? Everything all right? That's good. Just try to stay cool. Hey, Brett. It's good to see you. You're in here too. See, I fixed the issue about not being able to see you and Sean. Okay? Now you both are in here. Don't have to worry about other usernames. We're good. There was one other that I couldn't see. I think I fixed that too. How'd you get it off the floor? Buns, how did you get the charger cord off the floor when it came off?
I reached down to it.
Okay. So, Brett, how you doing? You know, if you guys want to, if you're not busy, you can come up to panel. You guys never come up. I mean, I know you're busy doing stuff, whatever it is, but please, I only allowed 6 people. Would love to have you guys. We could chat. Nobody else is here but you two. Thank you. But anyway, the update on us. Marian's doing really well, getting better. Okay. Hey, Roxanne, how you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing really well. Just sitting here listening to Roxette.
Oh, I see. Obsessed. Just about to share everything. Marian's doing good. Let me start over. She's doing well. Not out of the woods, obviously. We all know what's going on, but she's exercising a lot better. And walking up and down our ramp and steps that we have outside our home. You know, going out, not really sleeping and doing stuff, you know. She does sleep. That's part of health. But I don't know if you guys knew that I got stung by 10 bees or so on Monday. I'm doing great. Everything's fine. It was gone by Tuesday. But that was really bad, that whole day. So. But everyone is doing great here. No, I'm not. I'm not allergic to bees at all. It just felt like fire, like tons of needles when you're getting blood work. You know, it just kind of felt like this, like a tattoo. Not that I have one, but it kind of felt like that. Like burning. I don't know how fire ants feel, but I'm sure it's devastating. But if it was any more of them attacking me, I would be in the hospital all this week trying to recoup from stings. Like, I'm not allergic, but like, I'd probably have a heart attack from it. So, well, here's a, let's see. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. See that spot right there, folks, on my arm? See it? That was one of the bee stings. Hey, Verna. How you doing? It's been a long time. Thank you so much for joining us. And then I got one on the side of my hand, which was the worst pain that I ever felt. I had to go to my doctor's office to get some steroid shots. Hey, Bruce. You want to come up, please? Nobody else wants to, but they're here, which is good. Everyone, Bruce just came in. Verna just came in. Sean, Brett. I love you all for being here. Thanks. So, Verna, I had a birthday back on the 1st. We all had a good time here. Yep. I'm 46. Bruce says, oh boy. But go ahead and click the link there, everyone, and come on up. Anybody's welcome. I'm not going to worry about it. So that's fine, Bruce. Take your time. Just no open invitation to everybody. And Bruce, if you can, like I text you earlier, just try to get hold of Sean Tuber. He doesn't even respond to my emails either. So five people in the house. Yay, great. That's awesome. Hopefully at least 10. So Roxanne, how you been doing? I'm all right. Listen to Roxette over and over again every day. I'm a huge fan. I see. Yes. Can anybody get a hold of Halfwit? Let him know that I'm on. Oh, yeah, it was bad. Like Monday after it happened, I was acting like this. I was like doing this. I couldn't relax. It was hurting my hand. And I was like back and forth doing this right here. I couldn't even relax at home and do anything. So I went to my doctors. They gave me a steroid shot in this arm. And I stayed up all Monday night till about 7 o'clock Tuesday evening. I never slept. So that stuff was nice, but I'm not like hooked on it. But something had to ease up on the pain in my hand. So yeah, and I was just trying to do some yard work and try to take down some bushes. Then I heard, and I was like, sweat bees, whatever. Buzz, buzz, buzz. And no, I was wrong. They thought I had honey in me or something. I did take a Benadryl. I did do a steroid shot. And it worked. But I was feeling kind of odd this week, and even after. And I never sleep well anyway. Like I'll sleep 6 hours maybe at night, and then I'll wake up between 3 and 6. I even had a snack, I just kind of got up and watched TV and ate something. So probably because it was all hidden in a bush. I had no idea. And then I heard the noise and I was like, it's fine. No, it wasn't. I was poked by a prickly bush, though. You know how roses have thorns? Well, this thing had thorns. I have no idea what it is. And it kind of froze me in one place so I don't rip my shirt because it was very pokey. And I started getting stung. I was like, ow, ow, ow. More words than that, obviously. I was hurt. And so yeah, it was the pits. Of course, these bees were honeybees, and they thought I was sweet. I said, you got the wrong person. She's inside. They all came to me because I guess I smelled like fart. I don't know. I mean, I just trying to get rid of some bushes, and all of a sudden I didn't know what was in there. Then my mother came over 3 days later and said, I'll spray the bush. I said, yeah, go ahead and try not to get stung. She had this long pest spray, something that shot out pretty long and hard. And so she did all that, and I don't know. And then it rained this week, so don't know what it did, if it killed him or not with that spray. But and then plus I have diabetes, and my eyes have been kind of glazy all week. After all that, I haven't gotten over it. I do look at my phone a lot, but everything's blurry. Yep. So, not a sponsor. Yeah, something happened. But it's all good now. I just know I'm not going to do any yard work over at that corner of our house till they actually are dead. Yeah. Yep. And then my mom and I aren't getting along very much. I mean, almost to the point of disowning me, even though I live 2 doors away. Not kicking us out, but just we're not hugging. We're not doing anything. You know, whatever. But does anybody want to come up, please? Verna? I know Bruce said he will in a minute, but, you know. Roxanne, if you could, just share me out. Everybody else did. I'm waiting for at least 2 others. Maybe 3, if they show up or not. I doubt it. So busy on weekends, I just can't make it. But then everybody goes to yours. Not fair. Type 2, Roxanne, but it's borderline diabetes. Same with Marian. She's borderline diabetes. Diabetes. It's not 73, it's 78, but that's all right. But if anybody's not connected to everybody in the chat so far, please do so. Okay. Yes, pre-diabetes. Diet and exercise only. They put me on metformin, but it gave me trouble. So some people said they almost died from it. I'm not going to take the risk. Bruce, what are you eating? What was your choice of meal tonight? Well, I got, like hamburger steak with some grilled onions on the side. And then, I got green beans, taters, mashed taters. I don't know. Maybe I'm close to it, right, Bruce? Yeah. Oh, boy. Hashtag, oh, boy. Do I really need to go in detail, Roxanne? If it's bathroom related? Nobody wants to hear that. And people will leave and say, gross, no, keep me out of it. Ew. I don't want that happening, but what have you. And then everybody in their chats wonder, what happened to Josh? Why is he not always happy and smiling when he goofs around on his live? He's always funny. Well, see, what happened was, and Dan, nobody's going to tell me, smile, Josh, I'm going. No, I smile when I want to or laugh when I want to. If I don't find it funny or if I don't see that it's disgusting, I don't get it. So, Brett, that movie was actually pretty good, yes. Kind of some slow areas, if you will, but I'm not going to give it away for folks. But it was all right. I will give it that much. It was good. But they did like 1, 2, and 3, like 80s and 90s, right? So it's like 20, 30 years later, they're doing another one. So it was good. Aqua Foley. Aqua. So anyway. Why should I take it, Roxanne? I mean, I'd rather walk and try to eat right than take pills. I just don't take pills unless it's allergy related. That's it. Everybody, here comes Mr. Major Giggles and Laugh right here. Ready?
I'm not laughing, man.
Do what?
I said I'm not laughing.
Sometimes. You always do. So what you done to eat?
I had to cook a hamburger.
Out on the grill?
No,
I
cooked it in the house. It's been so hot here today. And plus I've been just tired. I didn't feel like getting out and doing nothing. So I just been kind of a dead ass.
Hey,
How you doing,
said
Robson?
ass. You said ass.
Anyway. So
Yeah, everything's good here.
okay.
Just thought about getting on, just hanging out with you guys.
Okay.
Because the last one I did was on my birthday, so I kind of do once a week if I want to. But I did schedule it. I don't know if everyone got the notification, but
I didn't see any notification until you sent it to me.
right.
Didn't have a clue.
Yeah, Brett, I actually stay in touch with Taggart on Facebook. He does read his own messages, his own page. It's truly him. Because I call him Sergeant Taggart. I don't say John Ashton, which is his real name, but I just say, Sergeant Taggart, I love you in this movie, kind of thing. That's how I respond to celebrities. I use their screen name.
Who is that? Who is Taggart?
It's an actor in Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, okay.
So Bruce, this is my kitchen. I'm sure you've seen it before.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen it.
We're in a trailer, so it's kind of like just narrow and 1,300 square feet, I guess. That's what I was told. I don't know.
That's a pretty nice sized trailer.
But my parents, before they bought a new home for us, they looked at modular homes and stuff, and it would have been nicer if we had a better home over here, house, not a trailer. But I'm okay with whatever they got, and this is fine. I will co-own it. I will own it when they pass. What have you. It's my abode.
Oh, that's good.
So, just 2 rooms, 2 bathrooms, all functional, all energy efficient. Um, Lots of nice cabinetry, if you will. All the cabinets, all the cabinets.
Yeah, it looks a lot newer than the one I live in.
So, yeah.
The one I live in is kind of run down, but it's been around for a while.
We were in one that was 40 plus years old, so my parents just tore it down and got us a new one. They were getting tired of putting effort into building it or making it work or keeping it.
Well, yeah, the trailers, manufactured homes of any kind, they depreciate. They're not like houses. Houses will actually go up in value, but not trailers. Or
Yeah.
well, they call them mobile homes or manufactured homes nowadays. They actually go down in value, and so they depreciate just like a car does. And you know, and when you have to start putting a lot of money into one trying to keep it up, it becomes a challenge.
Yeah.
This one here, I'm gonna guess it's probably at least 25 or 30 years old. That I can't answer. Probably because they're kind of like cars and trucks. You know, they just, they're not built as well. They're not like a house. A house, you build it on a foundation, whereas a trailer is something that can be moved around. So it's not built on a foundation. And so that's one thing you got to take into consideration. And even though they can make these things look really nice on, both inside and outside, they're not constructed nearly as well. You're not going to get near as good insulation in a trailer. They just, and I would say it's probably kind of, really, if you want something that would go up in value, when it gets right down to it, you got to have a house.
That's the actors of Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, okay.
Old and new. So that was a good movie. All of them were. Did you ever watch any, Bruce? Any of them?
I watched the first one.
Yeah.
Funny movie. Mm-hmm.
You have to kind of expect that Eddie Murphy is going to be foul-mouthed. He always has been, but it makes it better, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that's what people, I guess, at that particular, in the time period that Eddie Murphy has been acting and as a stand-up comedian, yeah, that was the thing that people considered funny. Yeah, classic cars can, but just your average car won't go up in value. It'll depreciate. Bottom line is you got to take care of them no matter what they are. If you don't take care of them, and they get run down, they're going to go down in value. Even a house, if you don't keep up the house, like paint it regularly, replace the roof after so many years, things like that. Just upkeep, repairs and maintenance that need to be done to these things. Yeah, condos,
So, Bruce, you said you just stayed home today?
I've been at home all day.
Mm.
Yeah, it's been awfully hot outside. I still,
Yeah, Brett, I know. I actually don't know why, but he played the villain.
well, that's who they got. It doesn't really matter why.
I just never really been a huge fan of him.
Yeah, well, you know.
Some of his movies are good. So, you hear they basically closed the case on Alec Baldwin?
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
What was decided about it?
Oh, they dropped all the charges and all the whatever went on when he accidentally shot that girl.
Okay.
They, he's an actor, whatever. But see, you're not beyond the law. I don't care who you are,
No,
but
nobody should be above or beyond the law. Uh,
he got away with it. It was an
unfortunately,
accident, I guess.
yeah, well, it may have been, I mean, it just depends on, what evidence they found and all that. But, you know, uh, so anyway, he's a good actor. He plays, but mostly what he plays are villain roles. And that might have makes you wonder if that might have had an influence on them arresting him to begin with.
But they arrested the prop girl that was in charge of weapons, and I think she's seeing some time or something. But yeah, so they charged her, but acquitted Alec. So
Yeah, it was an accident. Either way you look at it, no matter how you look at it, it was an accident.
and I actually been to that girl's gravesite in California. I've actually been there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of those things. I don't know. I look at it in a position of neutrality because you don't really know. I mean, I don't know all the facts. Now, I know it's all been in court and everything, but, you know, I mean, I can't see him really having a motive to shoot somebody, you know. I mean, if it's going to be murder, there's going to be yes, it was a tragedy. I definitely agree with you there, Rotson. It was definitely a tragedy. But, it was, Mystic River with Kevin Bacon is a good. Josh doesn't agree with you. Well,
About what?
then you just agree to disagree. That's the way something like that should be settled. You just agree to disagree and let it go with that, And you're right. It's okay.
I don't know what he's meaning, what he's saying.
Well, I don't know. I guess he's talking about the
Alec Baldwin case?
yeah, I think so.
Well, I don't like him. I mean, I don't care what happens, but I don't like him really. He's very stern, hates paparazzi, hates everything. Like he's top over.
Well, I don't like the paparazzi. I think they go way above and beyond what they should do to, cover a story. I've heard some bad things that some of those guys have done that were, I think, caused more harm than good.
Yeah, Roxanne, I was just saying I don't like him, and he got away with it. It was an accident. That's what
Yeah, I
everybody
mean,
was
it
assuming
was an
anyway.
accident. That's the main thing. It was not bloodthirsty. It wasn't murder. Because if you murder somebody, you're going to have a motive. And what I've heard about this story, there was no motive. It was an accident.
Somebody accidentally put a live round in the gun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a total accident. I don't think anybody did anything on purpose.
yeah, I remember that one
If something was done on purpose, then
on the
somebody
crew.
did it behind the backs of the people that were that were being accused. Which was Baldwin and uh, what you said somebody else there that did end up getting in trouble.
Yeah, the armorer chick that did the live round. She accidentally put a live round, or did put a live round in the gun. Hated her or something. I don't know.
Well, now if that's the case, then she should be found guilty. You know, it's a problem. Well, I ain't gonna be there for that.
I don't know, Brett. Roxanne, I don't know.
Only Brandon. Okay. Well, uh, anyway, it's sad. The whole thing. I mean, it's sad no matter how you look at it. The whole situation was sad and a tragedy. Uh, you know.
Yeah, Dr. Ruth passed away yesterday.
Oh,
She
I'm
was the one that
sorry.
talks about privates and everything, and
Oh yeah. Well, my condolences.
she had like I don't know what kind of accent it was, but it was not British or English at all. I don't know what kind it was, but it was hard to understand her.
Oh yeah, she may have been German.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm thinking that's German or Swiss or something like that.
and Shelley Duvall passed away. I wasn't a huge fan, but I liked Popeye.
Yeah. Let's see. That was the one that she played in The Shining too, didn't she?
Yeah. Yes.
Jack Nicholson.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't really find that movie fun to watch anyway. The Shining. It wasn't all that exciting. That's not what I call a horror movie. I like stabbings and like killing and shredding your skin off and stuff. That's the kind of jumping that I like.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah. I remember those movies.
You okay? Sit up.
Yeah.
The Shining was really a little bit more of a drama, probably more so than a horror movie, but it's still, it had a mixture of drama and horror. You know, uh, see, a lot of horror movies aren't really too dramatic. They're just horrible. If I might put it like that, yeah, there's just a lot of horror in it. But anyway,
I actually saw a whore in one of the malls that we have over here. She was barely wearing anything, so I knew what she was up to.
Mhm.
She was talking to herself. She looked like she was about pregnant.
Yeah.
And her underwear and skirt was so up high, you can basically see those dirty cheeks. Um, but she was strange. So Bruce says, "Oh boy, you see the weirdest people."
No, I'm not even thinking that.
No, we were walking and doing some stuff at the mall. I just happened to see this person walk in, and I was like, "Ew."
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff out. A lot of weird stuff out there.
I mean,
Yeah,
this one looked like she was just by far dirty looking, like homeless, dirty whore.
probably was. There probably was. There's so many homeless people out there now, and you'll see them in places you wouldn't say, 20 or 30 years ago, you would have never seen a homeless person be there. And and now you've got, you know, that kind of stuff happening, you know, because there's a lot of homeless,
Did you see what Roxanne said? Was she a woman of the night? The
Mhm.
first,
Yeah.
was she? You think so?
He was asking if she was a prostitute.
No,
Hey,
yeah.
Marian.
Oh, he said. Bruce said, "Hey,
Hey,
sorry, everyone, she's here."
That's
But
fine.
was she a woman of the night? She had some problems though. Like if she wasn't dirty looking and not pregnant looking, like, ugh, maybe there was a chance I could pay for it. But I'm beyond that.
Yeah, there's no telling. Probably not, but you never know. Homeless people, man, they're kind of in a situation anyway where they're just desperate, you know. So there's no telling what they do, you
This one
know.
actually had teeth though, which was
Well, that's possible. I can picture that because see, a lot of them really just here in the past, say, oh, I don't know, 10, 15 years have lost their homes, you know.
yeah. Shelley
Uh,
Duvall, before she passed, she was actually in hospice and homeless. So she
really.
lost everything and her money. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She went downhill fast.
Yeah, California does have a lot of home. I think it's number one in homelessness. That's what I had heard. I could be wrong, but they've
And,
even.
and here's what's funny. People ask me when we were going out there and stuff several times, they would say, try to stay away from hood like areas. I was like, do you really think we would go and visit hood streets? That is not us. Never will it be because it's called Skid Row and it's dangerous and drug habits and sickness and everything. And there's been murders when we were there. So on Venice Beach, somebody got stabbed about 3 days after we were there over a girlfriend. Somebody was sleeping with this other chick of this other guy, and this guy of that chick came over and stabbed him in his tent.
That's terrible.
Killed him 3 days after we were there. I was like, whoa, we just missed this. But it was on the news.
Hmm.
Yeah. And now they're trying to keep Venice Beach, keep everything cleaned off that beach, and people still keep coming back because they can't afford to live anywhere else or any other streets because they're crowded.
Yeah, I know the cost of living. You're right. And the thing about it is a place to live should just not cost so much.
There's been celebrities moving out of California to Vegas or Orlando just to try to have cheaper
Well,
taxes.
a lot of people moved to Texas that lived in California.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew McConaughey likes to go to Austin, Texas. He's got a home there,
Yeah.
but he lives in Malibu.
All right.
Hmm. Oh, hey, Columbia fan.
Hi,
How you doing?
Columbia. How you doing?
I'm going to tell you guys something about Compton, though. We didn't go down in there, but we passed the city, the exit, if you will, off a major freeway out there. This was years ago when my family and I lived there. Not
Yeah.
Compton, but when we lived in Southern California. So we were driving down the freeway there, honestly, and a motorcyclist comes off the off ramp onto the freeway, went so fast, I think he lost control of his bike, or some mechanical thing happened, or a car hit him. And we could see him in the rearview mirror flipping off his bike behind us when he came off the off ramp.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. A friend of ours was a highway patrol out there, and he thought there was two bodies from a car accident thing on the freeway.
Yeah.
They blocked it off. Nobody could go around or anything. So he gets there. He thought there was two bodies, right?
Right.
Now, it was just one person that was cut in half in an accident, and he was thrown two pieces away from each piece of his body. Like, he was split.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it is. It's very expensive to live in California.
Who's Sweden?
I mean, there, you know, being where I'm from, there's no way I would ever even think about moving to California.
At least visit it, which we've tried. But I'm saying at least go and visit. That's just me.
Well, maybe one day I can, but right now I've got something else on my plate that's pretty much gonna looks like gonna occupy pretty much most of my attention between now and when that trip is made. And so I'm just going to stay focused on that. You know, because, you know, I was looking at my finances and looking at, you know, certain costs. And even though they say, you know, that where I'm going, you know, that you can go there pretty cheap, you still got rising prices. And I've also heard just the opposite, that it's just as expensive there as it is over here. It's just, you know, but you can, you know, live cheaply over there. But, you know, I'm going to be gone for a little over a month. So I'm just decided I'm just going to, you know, wait until then. And then when that time comes, I'm just going to go and not take any chances on doing anything else between now and then. And I've got a lot to do actually between now and then to get ready to go over there. You know, it's just there's a lot that's got to be done. So anyway, that's pretty much what I came to the conclusion of is, you know, just based on what I'm learning as time goes on. Don't get up here and, you know, plan anything else. Just wait till then you can go and, you know, and then maybe after you get back, you can maybe, you know, go visit the cousins or whatever, you know. But and plus my car, I'm still with the same car, no air conditioning. I found out that it needs a compressor, and I'm looking at the age of the car and the cost of the compressor, and I'm kind of sitting here thinking to myself, you know, that may not be a good investment to put an air conditioner in a car that old. The car is going to be 14 years old here soon. So, you know, and what I have experienced in the past was right about the time you get them paid for, uh, then, you know, something major goes wrong with it. And that costs way more than the car is worth. Like a transmission going out on it or something, you know. And then, you know, they tell you, well, all we can do is replace the transmission, you know. And oh, well, that's cool. I'm glad to hear that Bruce Davis is over there. That's great. Well, anyway, so, you know, I'm just not gonna plan to do anything else between now and then. It's just I don't want to take any risk. And if anything, I've been advised, man, you better save your money. And
Hey, gentlemen, how you doing?
well, that's okay, Josh. I mean, there's going to be a lot of uh, people that won't be able to go or just won't go. They'll just make that choice that, well, I'm not going to go. You know. Hi, gentlemen. How are you doing? Well, I'm going to go to the Philippines. But see, that's something else. I'm not really talking too much about it on YouTube. I just prefer to keep it that way.
SC means South Carolina.
You know, I might talk about it more after I get back, you know, but just don't really want to reveal too much information about that and a lot of it has to do with just the way things are here in YouTube, how the gossip flies and all kind of stuff. Just, you know, I'm kind of like, well, no, let's just keep it simple, keep it quiet, fly under radar, and you know, what people don't know won't hurt them. You know. Ah, okay. Building your boss's house. That's cool. So anyway, I might do a little bit of traveling around the country here after I get back. Actually, I'm thinking about possibly buying another car, but I'm gonna try to wait until after this trip because that was something else I looked at. And what I found out was they're saying that the best month to buy a car and get a good deal on it is in December. So Now, why that is, I don't know. I guess it's because it's right at the end of the year.
It would be a cool birthday gift for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a thought.
And another 6 years of payments. Oh boy, I'm joking. My daughter, got a real good deal on a car, and she's not even paying interest on the payments. It's just incredible how good of a deal she got. It was on a brand new car. Oh, it was brand new at the time. Thanks, Rodson. Yeah. Now, Josh, in your case, with Marian
Right.
in the condition she's in,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would say that you probably need to stay, probably need to stay close by. In other words, I wouldn't take a chance on leaving the country.
No.
But leaving the country, from what I'm seeing, I mean, if you want to take a trip out of the country, it's doable.
I've just heard so many things, not against anybody that wants to go out of the country, but I'm saying, like, in general, not like really movie talk, but it's like I don't want to end up getting in the wrong places, and maybe being
You
robbed.
have to be careful because Americans, I don't care what country they go to. I mean, they could go to places where the closest allies are, and they're still going to have a target on their back.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how that is, but I think a lot of people look at Americans with envy.
Well, we're also a rich country, and everybody targets.
That's why they envy us. That's why they look at us with envy, is because even though we have a lot of poor people here, there's people. I mean, shoot, after they pay their monthly bills and buy groceries, they're broke.
Mm-hmm.
Wink,
wink.
And they're living from paycheck to paycheck. Well, it'd be kind of stupid to, really, if you think about it, it would not be very smart. I'll change that word from stupid to not very smart. It just would not be very wise for somebody like that to take a trip outside the country. So anyway,
Thanks.
but I've heard of people that have a pot to pee in, and they still manage to
Then go.
take a trip.
I don't care.
And you could take a cruise now if you went on a cruise ship.
Unfortunately, I was really thinking about doing that because, like, Carnival has like cheapo rates right now, but you get the poop deck rooms. Like you won't get a view, and it's like they have like so many options, and it's like Spirit usually has a lot of cruises and vacation packages and whatever.
Right.
But you get prepaid gratuities, you get prepaid other stuff on board. But then when they go out for excursions, I don't do that. We stay right on the boat because there's so much to do there anyway, and the food comes with it. So, not that I care about food really, but my parents have been on cruises. They said when you pay your price, whatever it is, the food is with it. Like you get unlimited food.
Oh, okay.
Buns, are you done?
No.
No. Okay. I'll have this.
Yeah, but see.
Sure, I'll take that too. Not a sponsor.
Okay.
Okay. Say hey to everybody. Everyone, Marian's going to sleepy bye.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Marian. How are you doing?
There he is.
Good.
He's waving.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yep.
Hey.
But as you all can see, she's doing really well.
That's good.
Thinner. She's getting a lot thinner.
Yeah.
She was at 315 before all this happened. Now she's at less than 260. I don't know
Wow.
how many pounds that is.
Good. All right.
Kept
That's
it off.
great.
I can actually
That's
put my
wonderful.
whole hand on her back. But
Well, just hang in there now and just take good care of yourself, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. You definitely are looking a lot better.
Thank
And
you.
I'm very happy to see that. So,
yeah. But she's doing a lot of walking, up and down our
Wonderful.
steps and stuff. Our ramp's pretty well built and
okay.
secure.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah.
My whole hand fits on her back finally. So
Yeah, Rotson's out here saying, "Hey, Marian, how are you feeling?"
say hey to Roxanne. He's in the chat though. He can
Hey,
hear you.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I'm a lot better.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yep, she's doing good. And keeping up with her meds and stuff, and I am, but obviously.
Well, that's good, Josh. You're to be commended for taking good care of her.
Yep.
Speaking of which, do we need to do
No, stop asking. You're good.
this?
You're good.
I couldn't remember doing
Yeah, we did.
it. Okay.
That's the other issue. Not to put her down, but she forgets when we take our
Well, that's
meds.
understandable. Yeah,
And I
that's
have to remind her
nothing to put her down about. That's understandable. I have to take a diuretic every morning, and sometimes I forget to take it. And it'll suddenly hit me about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh my gosh, I forgot to take my diuretic this morning, So it happens. It happens,
Yeah.
And, yeah. But
You know what's-
anyway,
It's funny though. She has lost so much weight, which is so exciting, that her
Yeah.
clothes don't even fit anymore. She's like, I've always been large, and then now she's like, she lost
My
almost 6.
shorts are falling off of me.
oh wow.
Yeah, and that's never happened.
Okay.
So
Sounds like you need to buy her a rope.
But yeah, so we've got some difficulties upstairs, but we're working through it.
That's
She's
good. That's good.
walking. We're going to actually start doing real physical therapy, not this home health stuff, because we got rid of them because they kept going on vacations and never showing up. They only did it like for 2 weeks and said, we'll send somebody else while I'm gone for 6 weeks. I was like, no, just forget it. Done. You guys are, just pointless. And no hard feelings, I told them. I said, we're not letting you go. We're not firing you, but, this is about enough. You're supposed to work for us, help us out, if you will. And they want to start taking vacations and everything and not be around and schedule other people we don't know.
Yeah.
We have a big problem with that because we don't know if we're going to get robbed one day while we're gone. We don't know these people. They're not our friends.
Right.
I mean, she was doing everything they were here to do, like talk with her, speech stuff, PT. And then they just started like not being around, not wanting to show up, forgetting that, that was her day today. Just everything came up and just blew up in our faces. We about had it, and I called them. I said, we're done with you guys. Don't ever call us again. You're supposed to stick with this. And it was free to us. They were getting paid, not us. So now I have to work on that with her till our first appointment.
The thing to do is just fire them.
Yeah.
Just fire them,
And their phone system, when you call the office, it's like, please leave a message with one of the nurses. We'll get back to you. Got to wait all day for them to call you.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dumb.
Just fire and
So-
find somebody else, you know.
Well, we found another place locally that I have to take her to now, and we've done it before last year, and she loved this guy. She loved it has weights and exercise bikes and stretch machines and, a little bit at a time. And then he sends her home with some homework type stuff to do on chairs and stuff for balance. But she's doing excellent. And
That's great.
she's been doing pretty well for a month and a half now. So being home. And we're working on a lot of stuff slowly each day. And,
Well, that's
I
wonderful.
don't have to talk for you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, just hang in there, Marian, and just take good care of yourself. And
Oh, Will, thank you.
yeah, let me know if Josh starts slipping up there.
Okay.
No, but you can ask her. I've been helping her since day one. I mean, like
That's great.
everything is going well, and
Well,
she
wonderful.
approves. And I'm right now working on something about how to get paid to work for her full time. Even though I do have a job now, I don't start till the 29th of August, unfortunately. But I am in the system of this new security job. But I got to find something else to keep me busy with her at the same time. Work 3 or 4 days a week, not much.
Yeah,
But this program that I'm trying to get paid by to help her told me to kind of look into something else to do while the process takes time.
yeah,
They
Well,
said
you
6
could
months to
probably
a year.
yeah. You could probably do something like deliver pizzas or something like that for a few, until then. I did that before I got hired at Walmart. Of course, I was working full time, but I was needing a part time job because I had gotten stuck in a car payment. And so I went and applied at Walmart, but then I went back to this Mazzio's Pizza that I used to work at, and worked as a delivery driver. And I did that until Walmart called me, and then we set a time for orientation and all that. Take care, Marian.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. I'll be in there to tuck you little self in.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so I did that for a while, until until I hired me, and I went through the orientation, and I'm just using that as an example, Josh, just something you could do to get by until then, you know, uh, and it wouldn't take, you could probably set it up where you didn't have to work over about maybe, uh, you could probably work as many hours as you wanted to. You just tell them, well, I can work this time, because they usually, a lot of these applications, they try to get people to let them know what days are available, and if you don't want to work over about 3 or 4 days a week, then you just tell them, well, I can work, pick out what 3 or 4 days you can work, and that you can't work over so many hours,
Yeah.
and pizza delivery guys. Now I don't, like I say, I'm just using this as an example. It's, it's up to you what you decide to do, but they can make pretty good tips. Now the only bad thing about pizza delivery is you do put some wear and tear on the car, and so probably the biggest item that'll get wear and tear will be your tires, but other parts of the car too are going through, being used every time you crank it up to make deliveries. So but if you're not doing it any longer than that, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah, I just bought 4 fresh new tires in May.
Yeah. So
I buy
Yeah.
them every 4 years.
right.
3 to 4 years.
Yeah. So anyway, that was just like I say, it's just an example I'm using because there are things out there that you can do that you can kind of get on the fly like that and work for a certain, you know, number of weeks or whatever, you know, and yeah, yeah.
Um, I
Rob's
was,
here, I'm here. I don't know about anybody else. It says
okay.
they're watching,
So
so that
Bruce,
may.
I saw one of your videos, okay, and just kind of randomly looked at your channel, and you went to like Olive Garden or something with some friends, some kind of
Olive
restaurant.
Garden.
I don't know, some restaurant that was probably expensive.
Thanks, Roxon. No, I went to it was in Texas. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
You said something, and you started laughing. You said, "Let's eat," you know, and you were all excited about what plate you had.
Okay, I'm trying to.
You were
Let's.
with two other people. They were like a man and woman couple somewhere. Probably an old video. I'm not sure, but just kind of randomly watched it.
I can't remember what you're talking about there. If it was an older video, I mean, I'm thinking back through all my videos.
He called you Kua Bruce. I don't even know who the guy's name was, but and his wife was with him or something, girlfriend. You guys were chowing, meeting up or something.
Oh, you're talking about. That's time to get going. That's I
Okay.
know what you're talking about. That was earlier this year. That was after I came back from Texas. And see, they all right. He's married to his wife is she's from Thailand, and they are actually living in Thailand right now. Uh, uh, well, they live in California part of the year, and then in Thailand part of the year. But from what I'm understanding, they're actually in the process of selling everything they have that they are not able to take to Thailand. Now, that may even include selling a house. Uh, anyway, they live out in California, and anyways, uh, but yeah, they're gonna sell all their stuff. They're gonna go back to Thailand. Uh, you know, I don't know if they'll be making trips back and forth or not. You know, after that. But anyway, they were making a trip around the country. And so what I did was I found out that they were in Louisiana and that they were in the New Orleans area. Well, you know, New Orleans is, you know, it's about it's about 175 miles to New Orleans, but I ended up meeting them in Slidell, Louisiana, which is right outside of New Orleans. Actually, on closer to me than going to New Orleans because you get to Slidell first. So I met him at a restaurant there, and yeah, there was a video that he did, and in fact, if you go on my Facebook page and scroll down, you'll find that you'll find that I actually shared that video out where we actually met. Now they did the video on their channel, the long video. All I did was a couple of shorts, and that was all I did. But they made a longer video of, and it wasn't that long. I mean, I think maybe about 6-7 minutes, something like that. Somebody's messaging me. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, and he also filmed you coming into the restaurant. He says, "Cool, Bruce, he's here." And you
Yeah,
said, "I'm here."
that was Bobby. That was Bobby.
Hmm.
That's his name, Bobby. And her name is Jai.
Okay. You known them a while?
Oh yeah, I've known them for quite a while. I met them through let's see. I think it was Sam Chronicles and Yeni Amodia. I think is who I met them through.
And see, I met Roxanne through an Uber chat with Sean Tuber and several others that became very hateful now. But that's how Roxanne and I met, with Sean Tuber in a Uber chat, somebody else's chat. And I don't know what Roxanne does for employment, but he was in there, and we just all kind of just hung out, met, talked, did this right here, and he's been. How long have we been together, Roxanne, as friends? Like 4 years, 5 years, maybe. 2018. I'm not sure.
Wow.
That's when DRR was doing Uber and stuff. Remember him?
Yeah, I think I remember him. Uh-huh.
I was mentioning it to Roxanne too. He knows what I'm talking about. What's an overstatement? How we met? Yeah, something like that. So 6 years. I hope to meet you someday. We're actually driving to Chicago, and we're probably going to go through Ohio, but I'll leave it alone. Don't know yet. Because I got to stop in Southern Illinois anyway on the way. We're going to go to one of my hometowns where my dad was stationed. I don't know if anybody heard me. I thought it was DRR.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard about this. I've had two people message me. Somebody attempted to assassinate former President Trump. There was an assassination attempt.
Is that on the news right now?
I don't know. I'm being shared a video about it. I'm going to look further into it. Hang on. Let me go somewhere else here to a different website. Okay, possible assassination attempt at Trump rally. The shooter was killed. Wow. Okay, this is for real.
How do you spell ASSA? Assassination. I don't know how to spell it. There it is. Okay.
Wow.
Trump rushed off stage after possible assassination attempt.
Wow. Okay, this is a news report from ABC News that I'm looking at. And yeah, apparently there was some kind of an assassination attempt on, yeah, it's on, Watson sees it on NBC. So someone attempted to assassinate Trump.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Not the videos, but just news stuff.
I wouldn't, we won't show it on here, of course, because you could get a copyright claim or a strike even. That would not be good. So, but yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. Because one person had already sent me something, and I thought it was just somebody sharing out something on
What? Fuck. Wasn't really a big fan. Richard Simmons just died.
really.
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
Hmm. One spectator dead, one injured, and the shooter is dead. So they got the shooter.
Hmm.
Man, that's awful. I mean, I don't care what, it it doesn't matter what side, you know. And I know some people are gonna, you know, you got Democrats, you got Republicans, Independents, whatever. It doesn't really matter what side. It's the fact that there was an attempted murder committed here, and it doesn't matter who it was on. That's just totally wrong. And I guess we'll find out if someone, as time goes on, we'll find out, more about this, like who was the shooter, what was the motive, uh, just stuff like that. That's so sad.
And then I read something else about that. Elon Musk endorsed him, and then there was an attempt to kill Trump. I just read that.
Well, there's been, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. That's been, how long ago has that been? That's been over 150 years ago. Uh, Kennedy. There was an attempt to assassinate Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
There was an attempt.
The
I
guy
think
that
somebody attempted. Which one was it? Was it Bill Clinton or?
I'm not sure.
I think it was Bill Clinton. Somebody tried to kill him. Anyway, oh, man.
Yeah, Richard Simmons was 76. He passed away today. So anyway, it got quiet in here. But Darren might join us here in a minute. He's busy.
I'm gonna have to get down here in a minute. I've got to go take a trip to town.
Okay.
Anyway.
You know how much I appreciate you.
Oh yeah. Well, I enjoyed being up here. Glad we got. I'm really happy about Marian's progress. That's wonderful.
Seriously.
And yes, you're to be commended for taking such good care of her, Josh. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, she's done a lot of good changes, and I'm proud of her. I keep commenting and complimenting her on everything. I just don't want her to slack away and not keep up with it. We need to keep up with it. I says, I'm taking you to these PT places, and having them come to us and everything else. This is for you. I'm doing the calls. I'm arranging the appointments. You asked me to be POA for healthcare. I'm making these choices for you. We have to keep up with it, And she hasn't failed yet. And I hope she doesn't. I don't want her to gain the weight back. Nothing. That's the problem I'm worried about. But I told her, I said, you've lost so much weight. You should feel so much better with your knees and stuff, because she's always complained. And I said, once you lose all the weight that you've been doing and more, you won't have these issues anymore per se. Just stay on top of your meds. You'll be fine. Eat right. Lose the weight. She barely eats. Not like doesn't want to eat, but just eats less than what she used to, if you will.
Right.
Can't finish the meals. And most of the time when it comes to breakfast, I'm like fixing a whole plate of whatever. And she's like, I'm done. Not even 10 minutes in, she wants to just stop. And I don't make a lot of food on purpose. It's just we could share a plate because I know she's going to give it to me.
Yeah. Well, the weight loss, that's something that probably needs to happen.
Mhm.
Just, because, that would promote better health for her.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's great that she's lost as much as she has, and I hope she can keep that up. Hey, Darren. But yeah, just I would say just keep up the good work, Josh. I mean, you're doing a great job.
And and that first week I brought her home, I was like, man, this is going to fail miserably. She's going to end up going back. But I could not believe how much she's improved after that week. I mean, the second week of June, third, fourth, and then in July.
Yeah.
Total improvement. Total.
I mean, she's come a long way since and really it hadn't been that long,
Right.
So, because see, this is one of those kind of things that I don't know. I think I may have told you this that like people when they have a stroke, for example, man, it can take months to recover from a stroke. Sometimes they don't ever fully recover. It just depends on how serious the stroke was, and there's other factors that are put into consideration on something like that. Uh, you know, like maybe how old were they? Their age, what kind of health they were in prior to having the stroke. Just things like that, and so for like, okay, I'll give you two examples. My mom's dad, my grandfather, on my mother's side, he had a stroke. He never fully recovered. He stayed paralyzed. And then he had another stroke about, I think it was like a year and a half or something like that later, and it killed him. He was getting pretty old. I mean, he was up in his upper 70s, I think, when this happened. I had a friend that I worked with at the planetarium that had a stroke. And this guy was younger than me, but he had been put in a position of, where he was like managing people, including me. But anyway, he had a stroke, and it took him a long time, but he did recover, and he came back to work. But then he was able to retire not too long after that. Okay, so after he had been retired for, I think, maybe a couple of years, he had another stroke. Well, luckily it didn't kill him, but it made him pretty much completely disabled. He can't go back to work. You know, it would be very risky at this point in his life for him to be out working. You know, so, but he recovered. You know, but because of his age, it would be because he's like me. I mean, he's older now, and plus this is the second time he's had a stroke. So, So anyway, that's just a couple of examples, of something like that. Now, what Marian has, I know it's something completely different, but it's one of those things that it's just going to take time for her to completely recover. But she's looking a lot better than she did the last time I saw her. So I commend both of you, you and her both for, y'all are
hanging in there with this and working towards full recovery. And so just stay focused and, I think she'll be fine. Of course, we all have to die one day. I know that's sad, but that's just the way it is. But, to come back like she's doing right now, I mean, it sounds like she was determined and that you were determined to help her. And you're both to be commended. My hat's off to both of you. So
I kind of thought for a while that I wasn't really capable. My parents thought I wasn't capable, but I have totally just proved everybody wrong.
Well,
not that
that's good.
Route, but
that's good. That's good that you prove people wrong on something like that. They had their doubts, and and that's a good thing. I mean it's just good that you were able to, y'all were both able to, prove people wrong about something like that, that they had prejudged the situation and when they shouldn't have done that, people learn from experiences and, it could be an experience like that. I mean, you've learned from it. Marian's probably learning as time goes on, and you're learning too. And so are other people. It's like that old saying, you can't judge a book by its cover.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've got some family members. I'm trying to get this program going. It might take a little while, but this person I'm working with to try to help us out. I told her about my family wants to put a few good words in for me, how well I'm doing, and not to try to, kiss ass or anything, but I just have really good family members that would vouch for me, saying he's been with her for 17 years, and I could not believe that he could do this either. And I'm just not trying to be perfect in any means, but
nobody's perfect. So, you're doing fine. And, like I say, my hat is off to you for doing the good job that you're doing of taking care of her, and I think it's been a great experience for you too,
real quick,
probably not one that you wanted to have to face, but you're coming through it.
Yeah. So I like the fact that I'm able to help her on top of keeping our bills straight and cooking and doing and going and whatever we have to do for her. Just everything is a big plate full of everything. And
Oh yeah.
I'm managing to do stuff for her, keep the bills straight, go and help her with other things and you know, and manage the weight thing. And I think she threw up and gave me all her weight. Because the problem is, as I was waiting to find out what happened in May, I was coming back home each visit and just binge eating. I was worried bad.
Yeah.
I had crying days. I had other type of days. I just wasn't feeling well, wasn't sleeping well. Everything just took a toll on me because I was so scared and worried that I was going to lose my wife.
Yeah.
So it boggles my
That's
mind.
understandable. So, the next thing is now you're doing a good job taking care of her. So do the same thing for yourself. Do the same for yourself. Love yourself as well as you love your wife. You know, because if you're not in good health, you're not going to be worth a damn to her. You understand what I'm saying? Just just take good care of yourself so that you are there for her, you know. And yeah, don't, you know, so do things that you need to do that will keep you on, you know, some kind of good health. And so that you're not, falling by the wayside because you're, so busy helping her that, you know, oh, I neglected this, I neglected that, things that you do for yourself normally. I mean, it's like, forgetting to brush your teeth. Okay. I'm just using that as an example. Okay. And, you know, because if you started doing that, then chances are you're going to be up in the dentist and they going to be pulling a tooth. And if you can't continue to do that, they're going to end up pulling a few teeth. I'm just, again, like I say, I'm using that as an example, but, cause, I'm sure you don't forget, uh, to brush your teeth, you know, I mean, most people don't unless they're just in the habit of not brushing their teeth. Okay. And, and if that's the case, well, they go around with a bad case of dragon breath and, you know, so they probably go around with an odor, you know, and every time people see them, people run because, oh my gosh, here that person comes, and they run because they don't want to smell the bad breath. Now, you're doing good. Stay focused on taking care of her, but take care of yourself because
Oh,
she's not able to take care of you. And if you have to get help from your mom or somebody that's close by, family member, or somebody that close by that can help you, you know. I mean, yeah, I know you said y'all were going to be looking for another care group or something like that a little while ago.
yeah.
But they're going to be focused on Marian, and it's at those times that you can maybe take just and I don't know how all that works. I don't, I'm not there with y'all to see what would go on, and even if I was, I'd have to be around y'all probably for a month to really understand. And I'm not a professional at this either. So, but anyway, just just uh, yeah, just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Eat eat properly. don't overeat. Find something that you can do, like if you feel that urge to binge, because you're type 2, right? Okay. So that there's certain danger there, you know, and there may be even be some things you could do that would help reverse that, you know. I don't know, but just just the bottom line is just take good care of yourself, and and believe me, if you can do that and take care of her, man, you're going to come out of this thing smelling like a rose.
You want a hug, don't you?
Huh?
Smelling like a rose. Oh my
Well,
God.
I mean, that's just a figure of speech now. Don't think I'm going to come over there and start sniffing on you.
Please do.
And don't go around patting yourself on the back either, all right? I'm still going to give your ass a hard time. Oh. Yeah, he can reverse it. And thanks, Darren. I appreciate that. But yeah, he can reverse this, and I'm type 2 myself. I have to check my sugar. I got a meter here. I have to check my sugar every day. You know, and my readings normally are good. Every once in a while, it go above 130, but not. It doesn't go much above it. You know, most of the time it's within that spectrum between 80 and 130. Like this morning, for example, I think I checked it. It was like 116, I think is where it was. And Perry Health, they tell me that's perfectly okay. They said as long as it does not go above 130 first thing in the morning. They said now if you're waking up every day and it's above 130 every day, then you got something you need to work on. Something that you're consuming in your diet that you don't need to be consuming, or something you're not doing right, or something. It can be reversed. And, I'm not saying it should be down. You don't necessarily have to get it down to 80 every day. That would be nice, I know, but But if you look at that spectrum between 80 and 130, I think 105 is going to be right smack in the middle. So if you woke up with it 105 every day, that'd be doing good. So watch your diet. Watch your diet. Don't eat late night snacks and meals. Try to eat an earlier dinner, for example. That way, and drink lots of water. Drink the sufficient amount of water. Just things like that. You probably know about as much about that kind of stuff as I do.
Yeah.
So anyway. All right. Well, I tell you what, I am going to get down from here because I need to make a dash to town.
Okay.
And anyway, enjoyed talking to you today, Josh. And you just take good care of yourself. You and Marian, y'all are doing great. And look forward to talking to you again sometime soon. Okay.
Will do.
All right, man. All right.
Thank you.
All right. And yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, everybody, take care. Mr.
right.
Bruce signing off.
See ya. Mhm.
Adios.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. Now, Darren, if you want to come up, because I might end it at like, I don't know, 15 minutes, 2 hours. So if anybody else wants to come up, great. It's been going pretty well. I wanted to kind of be serious today and talk to people and not do too much crazy stuff that you guys are used to. But whoever wants to come up next is fine. But I think everybody else has left. It just got quiet. Okay. No, we don't sing. I'm sorry if you all thought maybe I got emotional earlier because I wanted to bust out, but I kept my cool. A lot of things hurt me, a lot of things touched me, and it was good to have some advice. And most of it's because I worry about people that are truly in my life, my family, Marian, other people I know that are very close. So that's how I am. But nobody's perfect, and that's how I felt. So Darren, if you can't make it to this one, I'll just come on up to yours. I know you do one tonight. So but you're kind of busy and I don't want to keep bugging you about it. So that's all right. I'll just join you on yours. But at least you popped into the chat. That's fine. That still counts. But yeah, I guess I'll let everybody go and prepare for Darren's. It's not till like, I don't know, 9 o'clock or 9:30 for his. But I appreciate everybody coming by, hanging out with me. And we'll do it again.